This week on Comment Section, Casey Affleck says that Ben Affleck will probably not be in Matt Reeves' The Batman.
And this week on Comment Section, Annabelle Creation is #1 at the box office. This isn't Comment Section.
No.
We're so used to doing Comment Section.
Yes, we've done it a lot recently.
Yeah, we have another podcast called Comment Section.
Yes. I believe this one, we lied for a while about what it was called.
Yeah, this one's called Unwanted Answers.
Yes.
We may have led you to believe.
We might have made them think we were sponsored by Yahoo. Trust us, Yahoo wants nothing to do with us.
Yep, absolutely not.
We can't even do the Yahoo!
Yeah, I mean, in fact, this we might already have a lawsuit, but this is going up because, I'm sorry for my language, but F the system.
Yes! Enough of it.
That's it. Well, we gotta do Unwanted Answers now.
Yes.
Cue the theme, please. We have to do this podcast for once. Everybody, welcome to Unwanted Answers, the first and the inaugural episode of actually calling it Unwanted Answers.
Yes, we've had this before with the other show.
Yeah, we didn't know what it's called.
Not as much as this one.
We're more prepared this time because here on Unwanted Answers, we answer questions from the legendary Yahoo Answers. And, you know, I actually, I just found out, it's been, 2 months since we recorded the last episode?
It's been, I think it was the end of May.
In that time, I actually found out there is a very famous podcast that sometimes answers questions from Yahoo Answers.
Oh, my.
But this is convergent thinking because I did not know about it. But we're doing it anyway. It's called My Brother, and Me, which I had actually listened to episodes of before.
Oh, boy.
And mostly it's advice, but yeah, since we accidentally copied them a bit, well, we didn't know, but I just thought that was good to disclose. But
enough of their free ad.
Yeah.
So anyway, as we start every show, we like to take a look and think about anything that interesting that happened this week in our lives.
Absolutely. And on our other podcast, Comment Section,
yes,
I teased something in the episode 7, I believe it was, that I had found something. I don't know if you had like an exciting thing that happened.
I did. Well, it was frightening at first.
Frightening.
And we always try to, break the ice. Not break the ice. Whatever. It is break the ice, right? The saying.
I don't know. That's the saying when you're like trying to. So we're trying to start a conversation,
right? We're smashing.
Yeah, we're not conversation experts.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so on Monday I went to see the new DC animated film, Batman and Harley Quinn.
Yep.
Which, for those of you who don't know, what? That's a direct-to-video! What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was confused too. I didn't know you could go see it.
Fandango has this little one-night screening thing. And they did it with The Killing Joke last year, and also the animated 50th anniversary of the 60s Batman. Hopefully, I'm hoping they'll do it for, they have one last Adam West Batman coming out, and hopefully they'll do that. So I went to see it. And this is not the first Fandango thing I went to because my sister, went to go see Newsies or whatever it was. So we go to the theater, okay?
Yeah.
And this lady comes out and says, "Hey, got some bad news. The satellite didn't work." So it was gone. There was no way to see it.
What?
So already had a bad experience with Fandango. It might not have been their fault. I'm pretty sure it was the theaters, but whatever. So I go to see this movie, and I'm very excited because this is a new movie set in the animated series, a.k.a. the best version of the greatest character of all time in fiction. So anyway, sit down, and the two things you're most excited about are seeing Bruce Timm's character designs and hearing Kevin Conroy as Batman again and Lauren Lester as Nightwing. Sitting there, getting hyped. Then the Warner Brothers logo pops up, okay? Then we're panning across buildings. Silent. Then their mouths start moving. There's no words coming out. There is no sound coming out of this movie. I mean, a big reason I wanted to see this movie was because it had Kevin Conroy's Batman again.
Yeah.
So it's a while, and then it stops. I'm like, oh god, no, because it doesn't come out on Blu-ray until 2 weeks after, because it comes out digitally the next day.
I see.
But I'm just like, no, this is not happening to me. And this one guy in the theater was like, hey, get someone with a spine, go talk to someone about it. Even though he never left, but whatever.
Oh.
Anyway, so I'm just sitting there, but the sound finally got better. But have you ever had anything like that where you're just in a movie theater or whatever and something horrible goes wrong?
I mean, besides like loud and interrupting like sort of people, like
I mean, like
technical
problems.
No technical problems. That's what I mean. No technical problems.
I was there. Where was it? It was whenever. Do you remember the movie Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
I was there when I was watching it, and suddenly the picture, it's like the top is at the bottom and then half, and then it gets all screwed up. No, it's not in it. It's just gone. It got jammed in.
Wow, really?
It got jammed into the projector. So.
Wow.
I wanted to leave, but they would not let me. But
yeah.
Anything interesting happening to you this week?
Well, my what I brought to the table as far as exciting things that happened isn't an exciting thing that happened this week. It actually happened very soon after we recorded the last episode of Unwanted Answers.
Oh.
Almost 2 months ago. And I've been waiting to reveal my findings today. I decided to do it.
You're pregnant.
On the podcast. I am pregnant.
Yes!
No.
I know you were trying so
I'm
hard.
pregnant with a surprise.
Oh.
Which is, in the first episode of Unwanted Answers,
yes,
we went at length talking about something from the past.
Yes.
And, like we do often on comment section, where we show a video, it is time.
It is time. Oh my god, yeah! This is why I should look Daily Motion. Oh man. I don't know if... Oh, it's them! It's the creepy people in the circus!
Hi, kids! I'm Silly Willy. And I'm Silly Jilly. Welcome
Silly Willy, Silly Jilly.
Wow, this place is
Those sound like Batman villains.
I'm just going to pause it for a second to say, so in the first episode, we talked about, as children in music class...
Yes.
Our drunk music teacher would keep playing the same video over and over again.
When she was supposed to teach us how to play the recorder.
Yes. And it is this one, right?
Yes, this is
the one that we replayed over and over again, nonstop.
Trust me, you can't forget it.
And
because it was every week.
We probably have not seen this since elementary school because we couldn't find it.
What's it called?
It's called Kids Songs. Very Silly Songs, 1990. So she was showing a relatively old tape because we were in elementary school in basically the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Obviously.
All we had in kindergarten was the last half of 99.
Late 90s, early 2000s. So,
wow.
It's back. Let's go a little. Let's get into the song.
Very silly people.
And some very silly creatures. But first, let's get introduced.
And we even have a silly way to do that. It's called the name game.
Oh, man.
Remember the name game?
This is like the only part I remember.
Yeah, because this is the part we saw over and over.
Yes.
Shiny, shiny, bunny, banana,
Whoa.
bunny, deep, bunny, shiny.
Look how old those clothes are.
Yeah, it's very well, it's 1990.
So, yeah.
But yeah, if you want to remember some of these other classics.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess I better be going.
And this is the part where we started to not see this quite as often.
Yeah.
But I remember some of the later ones.
I remember how watching this younger, you didn't realize the kids were their hostages.
Yeah, absolutely. But want to do something that we wish we could have done?
Yes.
I'm skipping straight to the end. I don't even remember it. Wait, this is just...
It's a commercial.
It's a commercial.
I don't remember it.
We don't
Who's
remember.
that farmer guy?
But watch this. The credits.
Oh, man. The shark. Or I'm guessing, yeah? No, a shark in a lake, right?
That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
We don't remember this because
No, we
because
never got to see the
as we
end.
talked about, we like maybe saw the end once, and it was a long time ago. Apparently, there are a lot of these kids songs episodes because they advertise the next one in the next episode. But wow, if you want to watch the entire 30-minute special, the Kids Songs Very Silly Song Special, original full VHS tape on Dailymotion, it's all there.
It is something else. You'll never forget it. It will stick with you.
Yeah, well, we'll never forget it.
No, we won't.
Sure.
Especially as much as we wish we could. It's there forever. So,
well, let's actually get into the podcast now.
The actual show. Now, normally, I moved all my coins.
What? You lost the coin?
We have been upgraded.
We gotta find.
I will get.
Wait, upgraded? Do you have something bigger than a penny?
Yes, we do.
The budget's going up. We have a title. Not only do we have a title, which is Unwanted Answers, not only is it back after 2 months, but we are finally upgrading from a penny. If you remember, all we had on this low-budget show was a penny.
Oh, I don't know.
And we're upgrading, finally.
Yes. Here we go. What do we have?
Don't tell me. Is it a nickel?
It's a nickel. Yes.
I was gonna be excited even if you had somehow a 2-cent piece.
Oh,
a nickel is.
I wish. You know, I wish we had a hay penny.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you ever see the what is it? The Animaniacs movie Wacko's Wish?
I don't remember it.
There's
too long ago.
Did you?
We didn't watch it a million times. Like that.
Yes, this sticks with you forever.
Yeah.
The opening, Wacko's singing about how he has a hay penny.
Oh. Yeah.
He's so happy.
A nickel though.
A nickel. We
upgraded by 4 cents.
Yeah, we have Thomas Jefferson. I think. What year? What year? It's too small.
Is it 1990? Because that would be legendary. It would be a sign.
Oh my god. Guess.
I'm guessing it's not. It's wrong. And it's like 1991, just a little off.
1998.
Oh, okay. Well.
All right, here we go.
First year of our schooling, right?
Yes. So, heads or tails? I believe you said
I said I always do tails. This is to decide who gets to go first.
All right. Oops, that was a crappy flip.
Yeah, crappy flip. Let's go again.
Here we go. Look at that. You win. Tails.
Oh, it's tails, since I always pick tails.
You
so
got
I read
Sonic's
the first
best
question.
friend.
Absolutely. Miles himself. I believe that's his name.
Yeah, I did not know that for years.
Oh, boy. I gotta pick a good question.
Did you use some of the ones you didn't get to? Because I realized I had accidentally deleted that list.
Oh, really?
So,
No, I have a lot of the same ones.
Last night, was all going through trying to find them.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to quickly go through. Here we go. The first question after 2 months.
Yes.
Are dinosaurs real and still alive? I was taking a lovely walk in the park with my dead husband when all of a sudden I saw a large dinosaur in the bush. Please explain, Heart. I can't explain any of that.
So she could this. Whoa! Oh! I might have an idea of what she was trying to do.
Okay.
She said she had her dead husband.
Absolutely.
Now I'm
really dark.
I'm imagining she just like holding him, just dragging him along.
Absolutely. Even darker.
Could she be going to a certain park to
like,
revive him?
Is she the witch from the last episode?
Yes, is she that witch who's trying to look to become a mermaid and just like, no one will help me, Sebastian?
She has to do like a satanic ritual of some kind.
Could she be going to the Jurassic Park, hoping to revive her husband that way?
That's an idea.
It's
what? She saw a large dinosaur in the bush. It must have been a small dinosaur. Well, actually, it could have been like a turkey.
Could it be just a lizard?
And well, I mean, turkeys are dinosaurs. I don't know if I kind of wanted to read this question because I'm always very into the topic of in a way birds are technically dinosaurs because
what?
Yeah.
Birds are dinosaurs?
I mean, it's sort of a technicality, but like.
So when was it the meteor, or the ice age, or?
Well, the thing is, the way that
What killed the dinosaurs? The ice age.
The way that I guess survival of the fittest works is that the dinosaurs that actually survived eventually slowly evolved into birds.
So there were still a few, but they weren't.
Because it's sort of like there was a mass extinction event of dinosaurs, which caused the majority of the dinosaurs at the end of that era to die. But it's been a long time since I've researched this, but I always have heard in my scientific Wikipedia studies
there were still a few.
If you in the way that humans are a type of primate, if you follow down the line, that technically would also mean that birds are technically a type of dinosaur. That's just far removed.
So it's not like when the meteor hit, all the birds flew up.
Well, there weren't
watched.
There weren't birds.
There
weren't birds because they were dinosaurs.
I just want to imagine there's just like a group of birds just flying up, watching the meteor, saying, "Take that, suckers!"
Yeah, I mean, well, another thing that is interesting is that pterodactyls. Well, you would think that birds would be more closely related to a pterodactyl, but no, they're more closely related to what you traditionally think of as a dinosaur, like a T-Rex, not a pterodactyl. Oh. So they actually, yeah.
I just remember one of my favorite lines of The Office.
Oh yeah,
let's
get. Oh,
it's Jim's talking about his favorite birthday. About what was it, a Stegosaurus?
Oh yeah.
My favorite line from Dwight, and just Rainbow's perfect delivery of him. Yeah. Oh, that's great. You know what's better than a Stegosaurus? Every other dinosaur that ever existed.
Gosh, that is so Dwight. That's perfect. We can't go an episode without mentioning the Office. That's for sure.
It would not.
And we wouldn't want to either.
Also, I have a question. To ask a question.
Okay.
To this question.
Yeah.
So she went there. I'm assuming to revive her husband because of Jurassic Park.
Absolutely.
Now, is there a chance that she went there and it said closed and it said and there's a newspaper clipping that said Jurassic Park. We tried, but we couldn't make it work.
Yeah. They never stopped to think if they should.
Exactly.
To quote Jurassic Park. So that's what she needs to consider. Should she revive her dead husband?
Her mother-in-law say, no, don't do it.
Oh man. That's a good dark question to start episode 3 off.
Nice way to open it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to go to the head side of the coin?
Yes.
Meaning,
let us.
Meaning, give the question asking over to you.
Why not? So. Oh, also, before I forget, I listened to the other show. I made a mistake.
On
comment section.
Oh, okay.
I'll obviously mention it. So we were talking about current cartoons, and you mentioned, what was it, Gravity Falls?
Yeah, that was.
I said it was Warner Brothers. I was thinking of a different show.
Oh, okay.
There's a sketch comedy show which found out was not Gravity Falls.
I see. Yeah, no, the Gravity Falls is a cartoon on Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found that out. it didn't help when I went to the Wikipedia and said Disney's. Yeah. Like how they said, Disney's DuckTales or Disney's Goof Troop.
No, I knew it was Disney because of that.
My mistake, people.
Yeah.
But hey, it's your fault for believing it.
Gotcha.
Anyway, we may be wondering, where did our penny go?
Yeah, I am wondering.
Someone else is wondering a similar question.
Okay.
I think I just swallowed a penny. Long story short, I'm pretty sure I swallowed a penny because I thought it was chocolate.
I think they know where it went.
Yes.
It's a similar problem, though. They had a penny and now they don't.
Yes.
Well, they have it. They have it more than they ever had it, technically.
It's going to be very special.
At least they didn't swallow a nickel. That would
exactly. That's... who knows? You could swallow maybe this, and then 5 pennies will come out.
That's how science works.
Exactly.
If you know anything about... We've shown in many of these episodes, I talk about how... I have shown how much I know about science. And the reason why I know that I'm right is because I haven't checked if I'm wrong yet.
Exactly.
So...
And if you are wrong, we are okay going to the Wikipedia article and changing it.
Absolutely. Our narrative on this podcast is more important than the truth.
Exactly.
So,
Go
anyway.
there, we'll edit it. Sometimes they have that little lock.
Yeah.
You think that'll stop us? Oh, no, we created an account.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, no, I became a moderator and, like, high prestigious level of editor on Wikipedia just so I can edit things to fit my narrative.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All that stuff about the Grand Canyon, about how it probably wasn't built in 1895 or whatever.
Yes.
I just wanted you to be wrong. You could have been right. Well, anyway, I know you're excited, but
Yes.
we got to answer this question. This guy's one, like, what does he do?
What do you do when you have something like that?
I feel like, is a penny big enough to where you need to go to the ER? I think it might be too late to help them with that, but...
It might be.
Yeah.
I mean, do you try to get a magnet and just go...
That's science
regurgitate
too.
it?
That is science too. I've heard science, and that's science too. You just kind of pull up the penny
Yes.
with a very strong magnet up through your bowels. I'm sure that will work.
It must. And you know what? The best way is if someone asks you for change, and this is what you show them, and then you will never be bothered.
Yep.
So ask for change again.
Can I have some change? Well, 1 second.
Or you're like at like some store or whatever, and the guy's just like, "Hey, I still need an extra cent, taxes and all that.
Yeah.
Fine, let me get it for you." And the guy's like, "No, don't ever do that again."
In fact, you should just swallow all your money,
Yeah,
coin
could you
money,
imagine?
so you can, just kind of regurgitate it whenever someone needs money.
And the cashier just takes it and just like,
Oh,
that's.
I guess I do have to take this.
And then he's just like, "Here, take a credit card.
Yeah.
Just take it.
Yeah, because that's how credit cards work. They just kind
Exactly.
of pity hand them to you from stores.
Just take it."
I tried getting a credit card recently, and they told me to wait 8 months.
Oh,
So
That's-
that hurt.
that's a
That hurt,
while.
Because now I have to pay for things like up front, like an
oh
animal.
no!
Like an animal.
It's like the Dark Ages.
Yeah, it's like the Jurassic Ages.
Oh,
I just cannot stop.
oh.
I love to reference stuff from the past.
Now, I've never seen Jurassic Park, so
Yeah, Jurassic Park is one. I don't know if there are movies or stuff like this for you, but sometimes I feel like I've seen it because it's so famous. But then one day I was thinking, I actually don't think I've seen Jurassic Park.
yeah, like there's like a lot of parodies
Because
or whatever.
I really thought, because I know a lot of stuff. I know, Clever Girl, and I know that there's the, little bounce, the water when the
Oh,
T-Rex, and, but have I seen it? I don't actually know.
I remember there's an episode of what is it? I think it's Tiny Toons where something about how Buster and Babs, because Steven Spielberg worked on those shows like Animaniacs and all that.
Yeah.
So Buster and Babs go to Emblem Entertainment, and there's a giant T-Rex, and on the top is Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman sword fighting as Peter Pan and Captain Hook from that Hook movie.
Yeah. So I mean, things referencing things.
Yes.
Is another going back to The Office yet again. A lot of times that show references so much stuff.
Yes.
That sometimes I'll be like, oh, that's what they were referencing in The Office. Like I'll hear a song that they played it in or something, or like some joke that was referencing a movie or something, and I realize I have not actually seen that much stuff.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I feel like I have, but I haven't.
Yeah.
Question 3. Seriously, question please.
Oh.
Answer
boy.
with info. If it does, there's more.
Okay.
When a negative spirit affects you with negativity, does caffeine make it worse?
Yes.
This is really bad if there's a negative spirit. Because we're drinking Mountain Dew, which isn't sponsoring us. They have money. They should sponsor
They
us.
should.
They have enough money.
PepsiCo, they also own like Taco Bell and all that.
Yeah.
And Pizza Hut.
And
And,
until you do sponsor us, I'm going to only support Dr. Pepper Snapple Company.
yes.
Until then, I only am a drinker of Dr. Pepper. You don't see me drinking this. I'm
No.
drinking a Snapple.
Don't they also own 7-Up?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Haven't had 7-Up in a while.
I haven't either.
I'll have to
Remember when
compare.
they made a Mountain Dew knockoff? It was like upside down 7-Up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that didn't work.
I never saw it.
I never
I
tried.
remember they gave samples out at the grocery store, and I never saw it again.
Yeah,
I just remembered something.
more nostalgia.
This could also be another question. I saw Batman Harley Quinn this week.
Yeah.
A few days before that, I saw a re-release of The Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
So, before we get to that, so I went to this theater in Detroit because I was out of town.
Okay.
So we went to, it's the AMC they have at this giant mall. And you ever notice, they had at Studio 28, what movie theater do you go to a lot?
I mostly go to Celebration Cinema South.
Okay.
You know what's funny? I didn't know that Celebration Cinema was only in our region.
Really?
I thought it was like a nationwide chain. Recently I was thinking like, what movie theaters do people in other places of the country go to, in other parts of the world go to? Is it just all over the place? And then I was like, oh, there's like 3 of them. There's 3 Celebration
You went to
Cinemas.
like North Carolina or something one time.
And I was like, where's the movie theater?
And
There isn't a Celebration
you're just like, I'd
Cinema.
like to see a movie. He's like, okay, here's the AMC. No, where's the Celebration Cinema?
you don't
There's no Celebration Cinema here. No, you fool! Celebration Cinema!
If it's not West Michigan, I don't understand it.
Exactly. Anyway, you just grab him by the shirt. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, the worst Batman scene. The worst acted Batman scene of all time.
I'm guessing it's from the one we shall not name.
Where is it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. You never let it go. You never give it to an ordinary citizen. Where is it? I'm broken. Well, come back. You think you're the only one who can escape. Where's the trigger? And then stab. Oh my god, it was you? Anyway, so, enough of that little therapy session. you ever notice, they had a Studio 28, you ever notice how they had that little concession stand that no one is ever at? Mm-hmm. So I went past there. There was a few little kernels of popcorn left. I'm just like, man, how old is that? But I looked at the drink dispenser, which was far away, so you couldn't get a refill. But they had like the old there was Coca-Cola, so they had the old logo of like Sprite, where it was like a yin and yang thing with yellow and green.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They also had Vault.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, Vault. Now,
I can't tell if you hate it or like
for
it right
years, we had Mellow Yellow.
Yeah.
A nice little companion. It's not Mountain Dew, but still nice on its own. Vault. Kicks like a sports drink. Tastes like a bottle of piss. That's what I'll say about it.
Yeah.
It was so nasty.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Want to know? Here's a drink that I used to like. Okay, so when this drink first was released and then re-released, I thought it was amazing. It was Mountain Dew Pitch Black, and I just tried it when it came back. There was Mountain Dew, I don't know, man.
Do they still have Code Red?
15. Yeah, they've always had that, but Pitch Black comes back in waves. Like it's like
oh yeah,
it'll come back and then go away, and this is the 3rd time I think. And I tried it again recently, and it tasted like poison. I was like, I've never had anything this bad. Like, I couldn't believe
Had you had it
it
before?
Yeah, I liked it. It just tasted like grape soda, but this time, I was like, did I get a poisonous bad batch? It was so bad, I couldn't believe it.
Oh, man.
Like, I don't even know if I trust if that is actually what it tastes like. I almost want to try it again, because it was so bad, I couldn't believe it.
Speaking of sodas, because you've always wanted to know what our thoughts on sodas.
Yeah, no, we got tons of emails at our comment section pod@gmail.com email.
Anyway, so I used to love Sierra Mist. Loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was the best lemon lime soda of all time.
Absolutely.
Then they came out with Sierra Mist Natural.
Oh yeah.
And it was so nasty. It was gross. I remember my parents would get, during Christmas time or something, it was Sierra Mist, something that was like mixed with cherry or something.
Yeah, I think they have one.
They stopped buying after that because it was so nasty. But I think it was last year or 2 years ago, Sierra Mist, the brand had been damaged. It was time for Sierra Mist to die. And they brought back the original Sierra Mist, this time calling it Mist Twist.
Really?
Mist Twist is the return of the Sierra Mist we loved.
I missed that.
It's still around.
I always like, people often have preferences for different things. Like, they prefer Coke or Pepsi. They prefer Mountain Dew, Mellow Yellow, whatever it is. But I honestly, like, I feel like I would have to actually have them and go sip, sip. Okay, I like this one better, because I don't remember the difference. Like, I don't remember if I like Sierra Mist, Sprite, or 7-Up more.
If you just had like a glass of each of them, could you tell the difference?
I probably wouldn't be able to identify which is which.
Or could you do it for Mountain Dew Mellow Yellow?
I think I could. They taste.
Yeah, I think
they
so
taste
too.
more different than most of the other ones do together. I think I may be able to tell Coke and Pepsi apart.
I don't drink Coke or Pepsi.
I don't really have a preference. Like, that's a really heated debate for some people.
Coke or Pepsi?
And I don't care.
Like, you go to a restaurant,
Yeah.
and it's like, I'll have a Coca-Cola. Will Pepsi be okay?
No!
Children, pack up.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm going to kill myself. It's your fault. Children, pack up. We're leaving. But we just got here. No,
we are a Pepsi family. We are a Coke family. I don't know.
Then the cops are, what?
I don't know the difference.
You smuggling cocaine?
Although I will say I mostly have Sprite if I have one. I usually have a Sprite.
Well, because, Sierra Mist naturally damaged it for you.
I'll usually have an iced tea. If I'm being perfectly honest. I'm an iced tea man now.
I don't even know how you make it. Is it just regular tea and
cold? You just make it cold. That's my drink.
Doesn't sound as fun, but it's apparently a lot of people like it.
Yeah, no, that's my drink of choice. We didn't get to that question at all.
Yes.
Does a negative spirit does caffeine affect?
That rabbit hole is something else.
Yeah, this isn't even the podcast where we're supposed to do that, and we're having a big problem today.
Yes.
I think that caffeine's a drug, people. It's a serious drug.
Yes. One that many of us are addicted to.
And if you're on drugs, you might be hallucinating. Negative.
So the question is, can caffeine make the spirits worse?
When a negative spirit affects you with negativity, so you're just negative.
So are they talking about ghosts?
Maybe us being negative about Mountain Dew Pitch Black Vault and stuff is us because we're drinking.
We sold it. We sold it right now. This show. I don't know who wrote this, but you're welcome.
Oh no.
We have just solved it. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know who answered that originally, but I hope that answer.
Yes.
Stop drinking caffeine if there's a negative spirit affecting you negatively.
Yes. Now, are they talking about an angry ghost? Or
just a spirit? Well, I think that, another Wikipedia rabbit hole I went down was the difference between a ghost, a poltergeist, a spirit, an apparition, and a spiritual entity. I don't remember the differences, though.
Before I forget, I've been watching a certain show a lot this summer.
All right.
So you hopefully you remember, because I watched it.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I have a guess.
What is your guess?
What's it called? Unsolved Mysteries?
Yes! Yes!
That was my show.
I remember he introduced it to me.
Yeah, that was my show for a while.
And he said, it's on Lifetime. Lifetime? The one of those crappy Christmas movies?
No, for some weird reason, they played the reruns on Lifetime.
It was made by Lifetime.
I thought it aired somewhere else and then went
on. Well, season 1 or whatever was on NBC, and they got canceled, and Lifetime did it, and then Spike got the rights, and they said they were going to do new episodes, but all they do is redub Robert Stack's audio.
If you think about it, the title of our show's kind of like that. Unwanted Answers?
Yes!
we should have an it's like Unwanted Answers.
Unwanted all that and more. Unwanted Answers. I saw this one really messed up one. Maybe you remember it. Because sometimes you remember an episode because there's some really messed up stuff in that show.
Yeah.
There was like this guy, okay, and he's like really rich and he's in Beverly Hills. I think his father is a movie producer. So he's having brunch with his brother, I think. And they walk past and there's like this blind homeless guy outside.
It's a tough life.
Yes. And so he's outside, and people are like giving him money, and the guy gives him money. But then while they're having brunch, the brother who gave him money looks out and sees he's still there. So he walks out, and he talks to the guy. And he invites the blind homeless guy to live with him.
Interesting choice.
You know, I guess there's a lot of drugs going on during that time.
Interesting choice.
So, he invites him, and I guess his mom was at the apartment too, and she meets this blind homeless guy. The guy's only known for like 2 minutes or something. However long the car ride was to get home.
Mm-hmm.
And, she's a little creeped out by him. And, I guess you find out later the guy was practicing voodoo or something.
Okay.
So, it gets worse. So, it's like a few weeks or a few months later. And they haven't heard from the brother. So the other brother goes and, like, knocks on the door, and the blind homeless guy answers. But it's like, he's got, like, the chain up or whatever, so it's only open to crack.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, where's my brother? He's like, I don't know. And he shuts the door or whatever. So then the mom, this is the messed up part. I'll take this with me in my grave because it's frightening. So the mom comes and says, hey, where's my son? And the homeless guy goes, I'm your son now, and tries to make out with the mom. And just pushing it back, saying, what are you doing? He's like, I'm your son. It was so messed up. And, like, the cops interviewed him, and I guess the police said he had nothing to do with the disappearance of the son. But they had no idea where this blind homeless guy eventually went.
How does it, like, it seems strange that it would have nothing to do with the disappearance. There's well, I guess, what would he do? I don't know.
Who knows?
That's weird.
That I'll take that with me forever.
Yeah, I started that show because I was so into, like, paranormal and ghost stuff. And then I eventually got into the more the real true crime
stuff.
Yeah, that was my show for a while. Weird for a I don't know, how, like, 11 or 12, 13. Like, I don't know.
When did you showed it to me? I remember it was 2 days after Christmas.
Wow, you really remember.
Yes, because I remember. Oh, we were playing the Batman Begins video game. Batman Begins is 2005, and
oh yeah,
I don't know. Maybe you'll remember. Maybe this will jog your memory. So we're playing it, and the code is the guy's anniversary, 12/27, and you realize that was today.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So yes.
Was that rebel? You got a question now?
I do have a question.
All right. This is only like question 4.
Yes. Should I go work with pinkeye? It's better, but maybe a lot worse in morning, and I would not be able to call out that late. Should you go to work with pinkeye?
Oh. I think this is another, this is a little too late question. Too late to help.
I am now homeless and blind.
Yeah. Ooh.
He's gonna get us. But,
spooky.
We'll go with yes, he should.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Why would it be contagious?
Exactly. You know what? Here's what you should do. Just to make... He has pink eye.
Yeah.
Rub the pink eye. Rub it in the other pink eyes. People will think he's so cool.
Oh my gosh. It sounds like slang for, like, a drug. Like, hey, want some pink eye?
Hey, want some pink eye?
Yeah, absolutely. Here you go.
Here you go.
If there's anything we do on the show, it's give great advice.
You know what? I wonder, what could you do with different colored eyes? Could you pretend you're possessed?
That would be easy to do.
Yeah.
We do live in the U.S. You go to the right areas, and you can definitely make people think you're possessed by doing just about anything.
Saw another Unsolved Mysteries. About a lady who thought she was possessed, and it actually showed her real, like, exorcism.
Oh, yeah.
Her throat must hurt after a while, but you ever hear those? You're like, scream. Man, that's gotta hurt.
Man, yeah, they scream, like...
And it's not just like, it's like they go into that deep.
No, they it's guttural. Like, it is...
It hoits.
It hoit. The Dementors.
So, yeah, what else could he do with pink eyes? I wish I knew. Did it say where he worked? I don't think it did say where he worked.
It'd be weird if it said where he worked. He works at State
Eye doctor place.
Oh yeah.
He just rubs his eyes against everything and just like, this will get the customers coming back. We do not condone fraud or whatever.
Should I go to the doctor and look into one of those things with the sight things? Should I get my eyes checked and rub my eyes up to
spread that pink eye. What else could you probably could pretend you're blind?
You could do that anyway.
Yes, but yes. You know,
all you have to do is not open your eyes.
Or get
like-
sunglasses.
Yeah.
You can perform tricks pretending you're blind.
I think this seems like I would say crappy. It would be a crappy thing to do.
Yes. What else could you do with, like, make people think because
You
they
can
have
make
pink
people
eyes?
think you're high.
Yes. What about a hangover? Would hangover have pink eyes?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. This is the end all.
Oh, we got.
What's the dog that has the pink eyes?
Like, there's a breed of dog?
There's like a dog, you know, they
I
kind
don't
of
know about dogs.
they are like, so they look like Droopy or whatever. You know Droopy, the hello all you happy people.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Whatever that is.
like a frick. I know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't remember the name.
You could like go and like try to go on 2020 or something and be like, my father's a dog. Could you imagine that?
This week on Unsolved Mysteries,
This week.
this man thinks I'm Robert Stack.
I'm Robert Stack. Now it's Dennis Farina.
Yeah,
I'm Dennis Farina. Here's a guy
I haven't seen it.
pretending he's a dog.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my father's a dog, and I don't just mean that he ran away. Of course, he does like to do treats. He does like treats.
Yeah,
That's like we make him sound like that. He sounds like the most depressing man ever.
You can make
my mom keeps my dad on a tight leash. And everybody's like, can we just go move on?
Yeah, can we? Yeah, let's cut this story.
Did you ever hear? There was a 2020 or whatever talks of where they up. You know the Little Rascals.
Yeah,
You know buckwheat.
I don't recall it, and I guess I
Okay.
don't.
Well, there was
scratch what I said.
buckwheat. Okay.
Yeah.
So, 2020 years later, doing a story on this guy at a grocery store. I think he's a manager at a supermarket. This was in the 80s or whatever. Okay. Talks about an update from buckwheat.
Oh.
What is buckwheat doing now? Right after the show airs, Spanky from the Little Rascals calls. Says, that's not buckwheat! Buckwheat died 20 years ago!
What?
2020 had to issue an apology saying, we're sorry.
just interviewed-
This guy was not buckwheat. This is guy claiming to be buckwheat.
Oh my god!
And
They
then
just
there's-
interviewed a guy who wasn't him.
Yeah, this is on YouTube if anyone's ever curious. And then, I guess buckwheat's saying was "ote," I think. For okay.
Oh, yeah.
In case you were curious. So this lady said, are you buckwheat? Yes, I'm buckwheat. Now, buckwheat used to have a particular saying. Can you say, I don't know, I said a lot of stuff back then.
Oh wow.
He was not buckwheat.
Interesting choice for 2020.
It was.
Okay.
Because we were all curious. Whatever did happen to buckwheat?
I was always wondering
It's better than what happened to alfalfa.
what happened to.
He was murdered over, I think it was like a gambling debt or something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now you're just like, I can't watch Little Rascals ever again.
Well, apparently I didn't really know it to begin with.
Yeah.
So
We're not talking about the 90s one, we're talking about the original one.
yeah, you guys would know that. It's before your time.
Yes.
Yeah, we remember that. The 80s. So I quoted a little thing from The Office recently. I want to kill myself. So my next
It's a
question.
great line.
My next question. My rubber ducky doesn't squeak anymore. What's the best way to kill myself?
This sounds like Ernie.
Now that it doesn't squeak anymore,
Necessity.
I have no
Read
reason.
it as Ernie. Do your best
What is
Ernie.
it? I don't.
Rubber ducky, you're so
Oh.
fine.
My rubber ducky doesn't squeak anymore. What's the best way to kill myself? Now that it doesn't squeak anymore, I have no reason to live. How should I kill myself? I don't know if that sounded like him.
Now, if we want to talk, if we want to make this dark, like Sesame Street,
It's
you know,
all-
it can be dark.
It's already dark. It's
Yeah.
a question about how to kill yourself.
What if this is like a note that Bert wrote as he tried to kill Ernie? I'm gonna get him this time.
Oh my god.
Won't pay rent, he won't. Bert, where's Ernie? Get out of here!
There's a really long best answer that is really...
Well, wait, before we get
Yeah.
there, horrible episode of Sesame Street. It's just Ernie walks into the bath and he finds just his rubber duck. What did he say? It was the head was ripped off or something?
What do you mean? The
What happened to the rubber ducky? It deflated or?
It doesn't squeak anymore.
Oh, well, we'll go with it was decapitated. And then he's just going, rubber ducky, you're so fine. Rubber ducky.
I'm imagining like an award-winning drama color scheme. You know how it's just everything turns kind of blue
Yes.
and gray,
And then it's like it becomes like widescreen. And you hear the orchestra play. Sesame Street is brought to you by the Letter D for Depression.
Oh gosh. What you need to do is eat the rubber ducky after cutting it up into bite-sized pieces, mixing it with cyanide and chocolate ice cream in a cereal bowl. Be sure to finish eating all of it. Your wish will be granted in the next 2 hours.
Oh, come back?
There's a lot more, but that's what the best answer was. It's a little too dark. Here's what I'll say, just so there's not another lawsuit on our hands.
Yes.
In this incredibly dark humor, and that's that you can get a new rubber ducky.
Yes.
Maybe it won't be the same.
It's a Christmas episode. They all get one, like Big Bird and Ernie and one of the grown-ups, Gordon. They all come together and give Ernie a new rubber ducky. Now, of course, they lie and say it was the old rubber ducky.
Yeah, of course. That's beautiful.
And it's like, my rubber ducky's back. I'm also happy. I'm gonna pick it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with it. Because everything's gonna be better. I'm gonna wants it. And Bert's just like, did I hear something? And he just sees that rubber ducky. He's like, he's back. And then, like, the rubber ducky just turns his head and goes, I win.
Like we said in a moral we had in a previous episode was lying is great.
Yes.
And yeah, that's a great use of lying.
Exactly.
For sure. To make someone think that the rubber ducky is the same old rubber ducky. Same old rubber ducky.
Now, before I forget,
Yeah.
I did have an idea for a new segment.
Ooh. Are we gonna close the show off with a segment?
All right. Well, we always got to end with kind of the best of.
Oh yeah. Well, what's the new segment?
So, we always go about, a big thing on the show is go Yahoo Answers. But, there's some people who really need help.
Absolutely.
For them to go to Dear Abby.
Oh yeah.
So, I looked and I found a few. They're a little long, but we'll get there. So, did we want to flip a coin about who reads one?
I mean, how about it's your segment? How about you just? I know flipping the coin is a big part of the show.
It is,
but we'll have an honorary flip of the heads for this.
All right. Some of these names are like perfect. I'll go with this one, okay? Dear Abby.
Okay.
As we all know, because we don't want to get in trouble for plagiarizing.
Some people call me that.
Abby.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could go around calling anyone.
Well, you
that.
can call me whatever you want, so it's fine. Like.
Yeah. Exactly.
If I'm being referred to,
yes,
it's fine.
Don't be like Andy in whatever episode.
Oh yeah.
So I always bring around one of these.
Oh yeah. Or the one where he's like, go by Drew now. Andy. Drew.
Yes, and then he punched the wall, which was fun the first time, and then the second time you're just like, really?
Yeah, he really hits that wall.
Yeah, I heard he really got injured doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, so, Dear Abby, you and your readers may consider my problem trivial, but to me, it's really irritating. That's how I knew this was going to be a good one.
Okay.
My wife, who is in her early 60s, we'll skip over her description because we don't want people to know who this is.
Yeah.
She's a great person, fabulous cook, wonderful mother to our 4 children, and warms my heart when I see her enter the room. That's gotta be a lie, but whatever.
Yeah, real love doesn't exist.
It does.
That's stupid.
I mean, if it warms your heart, that's heartburn, or you might want to call a doctor.
Oh yeah, no, I've been diagnosed with chronic heartburn, so
exactly. The problem is my teeth are spaced rather far apart, and food gets stuck between them. After every meal, I need to use a toothpick. Yet she refuses to put toothpicks, even in an attractive container, on the table. She says they would just collect dust and are not pretty. On top of that, she refuses to allow a pill container for my vitamins or heart medicine.
What are the pills in?
I don't know.
Just leave them out on
Just
the
leave
table.
them out and make sure the dog doesn't eat them. I would never leave her over this. But what can I do with this stubborn but otherwise a wonderful woman signed Pickless in Pennsylvania?
Boy, here's the. Why can't he just do it himself? Like, is there a reason why he can't just get a thing? Like, would she not like it? Would she get rid of it?
No, I don't know. Why? Does she just in general not like toothpicks?
Or containers for toothpicks. I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, the problem was
what?
that she wouldn't get a nice container to put the toothpicks in, right?
Yeah. Well, she doesn't want. Let's go back because that was a long one. We will digest this. So, okay. After every meal, I need to even. She refuses to put toothpicks, even in an attractive container on it. She says that she doesn't want toothpicks at all.
Toothpicks, not at all.
None.
It could be one of those, like, sort of trivial things that they're just annoyed by. Like, I don't like when you use toothpicks around me.
Toothpicks are horrible. What if she had a relative or something long time ago? This is like a traumatic childhood event. Used a toothpick, accidentally, like, went too far, knocked the tooth out. Mm-hmm. She doesn't want her husband to lose these. But also at the same time, she refuses to allow a pill container for his vitamins or heart medicine.
That one really doesn't make sense to me. I could let go on the toothpick thing, but that...
I mean...
why? What is that?
Go to, like, a restaurant, do it in secret. She'll think you're having an affair, of course, but won't it be worth it? Or, I wonder how she feels about floss.
Yeah,
would toothpicks just work
floss.
better?
I don't see why floss wouldn't work better.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't floss work better than a toothpick?
Well, maybe he's just like, you know what? I can scrape it off and I can eat some more of it.
That's delicious.
It is.
I'm glad you put that image
Recycled
in my head.
food.
I'm glad you put that image in my head.
Waste not, want not.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know.
As
how to help
Lex
that guy.
Luthor once said in Smallville, so take with that as you will. She says they will collect dust and are not pretty. That's her explanation. They will collect dust.
There's probably tons of things in the house that collect dust.
They collect dust. Does she... Now, maybe he has asthma. And
That's true.
she doesn't want him to, like, put it in his mouth and go... And then, because, things seem a little too good to be true.
Uh-huh. They always do. Everything's a sham.
That's how it starts on Dateline.
Yeah.
I mean, she's afraid, but yet she doesn't want heart medicine container.
That's the part I'm flabbergasted by that part. Where are his pills then?
Does he hide him in a little Tic Tac thing? And
He's having some Tic Tacs.
she just grabs some and just is like, she's just like, oh, my breath smells so bad, and she eats it. My heart is traveling faster. I'm literally just saying this cherry. I feel like I'm traveling the speed of light.
And they weren't even that minty. I mean, a little minty, but not.
These must be really old. Frank, where did you get these? Ew, did you get these from a garage sale?
You know, I think if I know anything about incredibly long marriages, and I do know everything about incredibly long marriages, of course I would know about a marriage into your 60s because I'm 23, so I would know about that.
One more year, and your age will be the number of hours in a day.
Actually,
Something to think about.
In 2 months.
Yes.
So 2 months. October 25th. That's a leak, but
He's just like,
I just want people to send me money.
he's
I
just
want
like,
people to send
I'm
me
gonna
money.
create a GoFundMe page.
Please give me
He's
money.
just like, you know what? I am 24. Let's make sure I make it to a quarter of a century.
Like, I need to make it to that 2.5. I have gingivitis. I need toothpicks. Please send me toothpicks.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, marriages require compromise. So maybe you could say, fine, forget the toothpicks. Just let me have a container for my pills. Because that's what I'm worried about
Yes,
here.
that's scary. Vitamins, who cares? Heart pills, this sounds bad.
Like, I said, that's the part where I'm like, come on. Can, like,
Maybe one time she accidentally tried them, and now she's just like, you know what? I like this feeling.
Oh gosh.
Frank, I don't know what you put in these Tic Tacs, but boy, this is fun! She just watches, like, old reruns on TV Land and just like, I've never seen things this way before!
Yeah, that's my drug of choice, which is why I'm not going to make it to a quarter.
One last thing to mention. He would never leave her over this, he says.
Yeah.
Is it time to call it quits?
You could.
Pick lists. Time to be a little more picky?
Yeah, maybe you should toothpick out your cry out. There goes a long marriage.
Yes.
We don't know.
I mean, who knows? Well, she's in her 60s.
They could have.
4 children.
Okay. I guess
Warms,
that's
warms his heart. That is why she doesn't want him to have the pills.
All makes sense now.
Yes. You know, after that fight, he just wants to make. She warms my heart. I think we just solved
I think
this.
that's it. I think that's a wrap on that question.
There you go. Pickless in Pennsylvania.
Do we want the legendary question of the week?
Yes. Shall we?
Absolutely.
Did you find any legendary questions or
the one I read, the previous one, I think actually kind of was. I think I remember that being like that I found on a classics page. So let's defer to one of yours.
All right. Here we go. For the final question of the day.
Of the week.
Oh,
You'll have to wait till next week.
Yes, they'll have to wait till next week.
Yeah.
Okay. How can I safely look at a picture of the sun? I know that to look at the sun can make you blind, but what if I took a picture of the sun with my phone? Would it still ruin my eyes?
You know, I recently, as there's going to be a solar eclipse soon.
Yes. Now, will you be watching that?
To safely look at it, you need glasses. And I recently, I got a new job at a library. There, we're handing out these glasses to safely look at the solar eclipse.
Are you charging for them?
I think they're free, but they're going to go. You have to wait at the door. You have to get them.
Ooh, that was your mistake. You personally.
Yeah, but I don't
should
have
have
anything.
sold them.
I think I'd get fired because because this is not. Yeah.
You know what? But would it be worth it though?
I do want to make cash.
You know,
How else am I going to get
you
cash
could
for
have
my
gotten
job?
your own free sample, yet
Yeah.
sold them on eBay and said this is from the last eclipse.
Yeah, like classic retro item from the previous
Ones
eclipse.
that were faulty, so they discontinued them for those
Yeah,
collectors.
people love collector's
Yes.
items, especially Eclipse fans.
Exactly.
And I'm not talking about. Is there a Twilight movie called? Wait, no. Isn't there some movie like
Is that it?
Eclipse?
I don't know about Twilight
I don't
movie
know
called
about-
Eclipse.
I don't know, man. But
I got stuck having to see one, and God, was it awful.
yeah.
Have you ever had the displeasure?
I've seen the first one. I was
Did you go to it, or were you kind of dragged to it?
It was on DVD, and I think a friend of mine ironically watched it. I think he secretly really liked it, and I don't have any shame for that.
Oh, wait.
but-
Remember the pictures for the Twilight books?
Like the covers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember there were a bunch of people reading them. I thought it was like a remake of Snow White because it had
really?
the apple.
Oh, yeah.
That was my thought.
Yeah. I randomly I
never read them, but
yeah, I didn't either. Who reads books? I guess like I
People-
said, I work at a library.
people who want to go online and spoil
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah, Spark Notes is where it's at.
Yeah, exactly.
I do read books. Shout out to books. But
Books.
anyway, what I was saying is, you get those glasses, and then you can safely look at a picture of the sun. You just
Yes.
look at a picture of the sun.
Now, will you be looking at the eclipse?
Will
you personally?
I'd like to, but I guess I don't. I don't know how to get the glasses.
You just said they
Yeah,
were.
but
Are they gone?
They said that it's going to be like very hard to get them. Like
Wait, so you're not handing them out now, but they're
it's
coming.
like on this specific day, like it's someday next week or something. They're going to like at when the library opens, they're going to start handing them out to anyone who comes in the door, and like someone who works there, like a coworker of mine, said they're probably going to go out like really fast, and I probably won't be able to get one.
So on the day of the eclipse, we'll finish answering this question later. But
Do you know when it is? Because I
swear it's like the end of August.
Okay.
You know what? Real quick, while I say what I was going to say, I'll look this up. When is the eclipse? So,
Our full review of the solar eclipse will be on comment section.
yes.
Review this.
But, so, when the eclipse happens, whenever it happens, I should know when this happens, okay.
Yeah.
But, when the eclipse happens, during the time, I will be in my house, in a dark room with no windows, and, like, the lights off, hoping I don't become blind. Because, I don't know, there was an episode of The Simpsons where, they all made a... Oh, August 21st.
21st.
Whoa, that's pretty close.
Oh, yeah, isn't it? Yeah. That's really close.
Oh, dear God. I know. I must close all these windows.
You gotta really prepare for that.
It's like doomsday.
It's Monday, right?
Yeah. But, there's an episode of The Simpsons where they make these, the things look... I think they look like these little crappy cardboard things that you can look through. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Homer... Something happens where Homer's breaks. And Marge, being the nice wife, gives it to him. And they're all... And Bart, Lisa, I guess Maggie had one too. All looking at the sun, so excited. Or the eclipse. And Marge is just like, everyone loves this so much. Let me just get a peek. And then it moves away from the sun. And she goes, ah! and then like the whole rest of the episode, she's like blinded temporarily. And during that time, like Homer loses Maggie. So there's like a moment where he wraps his hand up as Mag in like a blanket pretending Maggie while Marge tries to feed it. So, yes, it scarred me enough, so I'm just like, it's not worth it.
You gotta lock yourself up for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, if you do want to experience a blinding thing of looking at the sun, just make sure that... And you don't even need a picture of the sun. Just go like this.
Oh, absolutely.
Click.
Yeah. You just turn on the light on your phone and just stare into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe make sure it's like you're in like a dark room, so everything just focuses on that light.
Yeah, I mean, what's your best advice to look at a picture of the sun? How can you safely do that?
Well,
because it will blind you.
Yes. I would say, are we talking about like an actual like paper photograph?
I was imagining like an old school printed
yes
picture. Like
maybe it is best to flip it over and then have a light on it.
Okay.
So that way the paper shields it.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. So I mean, how about just never experience the beauty of the sun and just kind of lay it flat, face down, never look at it, close your blinds.
Yes. Well, make sure you have a light over it so you can actually see it.
Just
but
like,
won't be you'll have a little protection.
Yeah. Well, I'm suggesting never looking at the sun.
Yeah, do not look at the sun. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, what is this? You watch all these things on TV where like the sun has like a face on it, and it's like it has those rays just moving. No, it is just a glorified moon, essentially.
I think that's the smartest thing we've said on this podcast.
It's a glorified moon.
You know, we like to end these episodes with a moral. And I think I know the moral for this episode. Well, there's the fact of the day, which is the sun is a glorified moon.
Yes.
I have no idea what you mean by that. But anyway.
I mean, it's just like the moon is like this big, awesome thing that comes out in the night sky.
So it's not even a glorified moon, it's a less good moon?
Yes. It's it's a moon wannabe.
Okay, so you do know that the moon is only shining because of the sun, right?
Still, it's living in its shadow, kind of. The sun is living in the moon's shadow.
That's actually beautiful.
People get excited about the different ways you can see the moon.
Absolutely.
No one. gets excited for the sun, except for when was the last eclipse like this?
Yeah, moon changes. There's moon patterns all year.
Yes.
It's
People
constantly
get
changing.
excited. So excited that even wolves howl.
Sometimes the moon is orange.
Exactly.
You know how cool that is?
Yeah, the sun, it looks the same every day.
Except when there's but it's much less often.
Yeah. It wishes it could be the moon, but...
So I think the moral, what I'm saying is, stay out of the sun.
Exactly.
Stay inside. The sun has rays that can damage you.
Yes.
And
They can burn you.
Yeah, and they can make you sick.
Yes.
And so I think what we need to do is stay away from natural sunlight, look at screens, and watch television in the dark
Yes.
of an indoors.
Also, to once again call back to The Simpsons. You know, in the episode where Who Shot Mr. Burns, his plan, because, you know, he owns the nuclear power plant, his plan is to block out the sun and just have it all run on his electricity.
Oh, yeah?
You know what? I think that's a good deed. I support that.
I absolutely do, too. It's a beautiful moral for a beautiful episode.
Exactly.
That's what I think. Thank you
Yes.
for listening to Unwanted
Oh, I did have an
Answers.
idea of how we could end the show, about how we always say keep falling down that rabbit hole.
That's on comment section.
Yes. I mean, how we say that.
Yeah.
We could say, unwanted answers. You didn't want them, but there they are.
There they are.
There they are.
Beautiful.